3 countries wanted you arrested. 2 criminal organizations wanted you dead. And 1 encrypted hard drive held the evidence that could destroy everyone. By the time it ended, your name was being discussed in intelligence briefings you weren't supposed to know existed. You lost millions. You lost your identity. You almost lost your life. And it all started because a stranger died. A stranger you'd never met. A stranger who somehow left everything to you. At first, you thought it was a mistake. Then the messages started arriving. And that's when your nightmare began. Chapter 1. Desperation. You were 24. Broke. Exhausted. Living in a tiny apartment that smelled like old takeout and disappointment. Every morning felt identical. Wake up. Check your bank account. Panic. Repeat. Your freelance jobs were disappearing. Rent was overdue. Your friends were moving forward. You felt stuck. Like life had quietly left you behind. Then one Tuesday afternoon, an email arrived. No subject line. No explanation. Just a legal document attached. You almost deleted it. Instead, curiosity won. You opened it. According to the document, a man had died overseas. The strange part? You were listed as the sole beneficiary of his estate. You had never heard his name before. Not once. Yet somehow, everything he owned now belonged to you. At first you laughed. Then another email arrived. Then another. Then a phone call. Then a courier package. Suddenly, the impossible started looking real. But the package contained something far stranger than money. A black encrypted drive. And a single note. Do not ignore this. You had no idea what you were holding. Yet. Chapter 2. The first step. The drive contained instructions. Nothing else. No personal message. No explanation. Just steps. Simple steps. Create an anonymous account. Access a hidden portal. Enter a unique authentication key. You hesitated. Every instinct told you this was dangerous. But curiosity is a powerful drug, especially when you're broke. You followed the instructions. The portal opened, and instantly, your stomach dropped. Thousands of users. Private forums. Encrypted transactions. Complex dashboards. Massive amounts of money moving every hour. It looked like the control room of a hidden empire. Then another message appeared. Welcome back. At first you thought it was a mistake. Then users started contacting you. Respectfully. Almost fearfully. Calling you boss. You tried correcting them. Nobody listened. A few hours later, cryptocurrency began arriving. Not thousands. Hundreds of thousands. Just for existing. Just for logging in. That should have terrified you. Instead, it felt like winning the lottery. But someone else had noticed your arrival. And they weren't happy. Chapter 3. Easy money. The money never stopped. Every day brought more. You bought a better apartment. New clothes. A new car. The kind you'd only seen online. People suddenly treated you differently. You walked taller. Spoke louder. Stopped worrying. For the first time in years, you felt powerful. The network practically ran itself. Administrators handled operations. Moderators solved disputes. Developers maintained systems. You barely touched anything. Money simply appeared. It felt effortless. Like you'd discovered a secret cheat code. Months passed. The balances kept growing. 1 million. 3 million. 5 million. You convinced yourself everything would be fine. After all, you weren't doing anything. You had inherited something. That's all, right? Then one evening, a moderator sent an urgent message. Someone was trying to seize control, and they were already inside. Chapter 4. Warning signs. The attacks started quietly. Small outages. Missing funds. Deleted records. Fake announcements. Nobody knew who was responsible. Rumors spread rapidly. Users became suspicious. Then the threats arrived. Encrypted messages. Anonymous warnings. Photos of your apartment building. Photos of your car. Photos of you. Taken recently. Your confidence vanished overnight. Whoever was watching knew exactly where you lived. You hired security. Moved apartments. Changed devices. Changed routines. Nothing helped. The messages kept coming. Then a veteran administrator finally told you the truth. The dead man wasn't just wealthy. He was one of the most powerful figures in the underground economy. And many people believed they deserved his throne, including people willing to kill for it. You suddenly understood what you'd inherited. But by then, leaving wasn't an option, because someone had already started a war, and you were standing in the middle. Chapter 5. The point of no return. Everything changed during a single weekend. A major operation connected to the network collapsed. Millions disappeared. Accounts vanished. Panic spread. Thousands blamed you. Rivals blamed you. Partners blamed you. Nobody trusted anyone. The hidden empire began fracturing. Then an emergency archive surfaced. It contained years of secrets, private communications, financial trails, names, connections, evidence, enough information to destroy countless people. And according to the archive, only one person had access. You. Suddenly, everyone wanted something from you. Some wanted protection. Some wanted loyalty. Some wanted silence. Some wanted the archive. No matter what choice you made, somebody would lose. And dangerous people hate losing. Then the first arrest hit the news. And more were coming. Chapter 6. The Investigation. The outside world finally noticed. Governments, investigators, journalists, cybercrime units. Questions appeared everywhere. Servers were seized. Accounts disappeared. Associates vanished overnight. You stopped sleeping. Every knock on the door felt dangerous. Every phone notification felt threatening. Every stranger seemed suspicious. You became obsessed with monitoring news. Searching your name. Searching aliases. Searching leaks. Waiting. Always waiting. Then a journalist published a story. Not your name. Not yet. But close enough. Too close. The circle was shrinking. And someone inside the network was helping them. Chapter 7. The Golden Prison. Ironically, you became richer than ever. The chaos pushed more power toward you. More control. More influence. More money. You could buy almost anything. Except peace. You trusted nobody. Friends felt dangerous. Family felt vulnerable. Conversations felt risky. You installed cameras everywhere. Encrypted everything. Backed up everything. You lived inside layers of security. A digital fortress. But prisons are still prisons. Even when they're made of gold. Every day felt heavier. Every decision felt fatal. And one morning, you woke up to discover your closest administrator had disappeared, along with millions, and several secrets. Chapter 8. Collapse. The dominoes finally fell. Arrests accelerated. Servers vanished. Operations failed. Partners betrayed one another. Information leaked publicly. Entire sections of the network imploded. Panic became chaos. Chaos became collapse. Everyone wanted an escape route. Everyone wanted someone to blame. Guess who was easiest to blame? You, the inherited king, the accidental leader, the face of the empire. Then came the biggest betrayal. The archive. Someone released part of it. Enough to trigger international investigations. Enough to ignite panic everywhere. The empire that once printed money was now burning itself alive. And the flames were moving toward you. Fast. Chapter 9. The Hunt. You ran. Not dramatically. Not like movies. Quietly. Methodically. Deleting accounts. Destroying devices. Moving locations. Changing identities. Living out of bags. Checking exits. Checking mirrors. Checking everything. The network was dead. But the consequences were not. Investigators wanted answers. Former allies wanted revenge. Rivals wanted loose ends removed. You spent months looking over your shoulder. Months wondering whether the next message would be your last. Then one evening, you opened the final encrypted folder. A folder you had avoided since the beginning. Inside was a confession from the dead Kingpin. And a final instruction. One that changed everything. Chapter 10. Disappearance. The message explained why you had been chosen. Not because you were powerful. Not because you were connected. Because you were nobody. Invisible. Ordinary. The perfect placeholder. The perfect shield. The dead Kingpin had never intended for you to rule. You were meant to absorb the chaos after his death. A disposable successor. A lightning rod. A distraction. The realization hit harder than any threat. You had never inherited an empire. You had inherited a target. Within days, you erased what remained. Accounts. Servers. Access keys. Everything. Then you disappeared. No speeches. No celebrations. No victory. Just silence. Years later, pieces of the network still surface online. Fragments of a ghost. People still debate what happened. People still search for the missing fortune. People still wonder where the final archive went. You know the answer, but you'll never tell them. Because the moment you inherited that empire, you stopped being the owner and became the next victim.